let me take you on a journey through this amazing image. At the top we do not find the north, as we might expect, but the east, ex oriente lux, from the east the light. In medieval times, cartographers literally oriented their maps so that the east was at the top, where the sun rose and paradise was believed to be. In the Age of Discovery, maps were given a north orientation, but this engraving is perhaps deliberately oriented as of old. Slightly below the Orients, to the left and right, are the constellations of Serpentarius, with the year 1604, and Cygnus, an allusion to the sudden appearance of a new star, a comet, in the constellation of the Swan in 1602, and a new star in the constellation of the Serpent Bearer in 1604. This too is also referred to in the Fama and Confessio Fraternitatis. The banderole reads Collegium Fraternitatis 1618. The smaller one is inscribed with a double S for Spiritus Sancti. Again Mögling addresses the Brotherhood in his Speculum. Serpentarius and Cygnus have proclaimed to you the blessed Vidiamini, may you be seen, of the brothers. More than 13 years after the appearance of the new star in Serpentarius in 1618, the time had come from the Domus Spiritus Sancti, which occupies a central place in the engraving, to reveal itself to the world. The Brotherhood explicitly invited candidates to respond, saying, anyone who submits his name can be sure to be contacted by us either in person or, if preferred, in writing. The furor caused by the Rosicrucian manifestos is depicted in the flurry of winged letters flying to and fro from the Brotherhood. At fratris and fratri, the brothers reply with letters at IDC, Julianus de Campis, and Nostro TS, Theophilus Zweighardt, which was a pseudonym Daniel Mögling used for his Speculum. Mögling advises his readers to be like the birds in the engraving, who fly freely through the air. The birds are headed for the ark, which can be seen in the far distance on the left. The doves have to take wing and fly, as in the story of Noah, and if they return with an olive branch, it's obvious. So sei gewiss, dass Gott dir hat geholfen. Be sure that God has helped you. Julianus Acampus's arm appears as a pass pro toto from the round window on the left. The arm of the valiant warrior holding a sword belongs to Julianus de Campi. Already in his Zen-brief oder Bericht of 1615, Julianus urged those of his readers who were on the right track not to be led astray by a lack of self-confidence or by what uppige Leute, uppity people, had to say. In the foreground on the left, someone is hoisted out of the well of opinions or rumours, putius opinionum, is helped out of his predicament by those within the Domus Sancti Spiritus. There are nevertheless many dangers to be confronted. Underneath the house of the Divine Spirit is written Moviamur, may we be moved, by the Divine Spirit. All those who are worthy of the Brotherhood may enter the house, venite digni, but for those who are unworthy, the house is an impenetrable fortress, si diis placet, if it pleases the gods. Below right a pilgrim, possibly another allusion to Christian Rosenkreuz, who went on a pilgrimage to attend the chemical wedding, has thrown his hat, his staff and his knapsack on the ground. He is grasping the anchor of hope and faith. He humbly acknowledges his ignorance, ignorantia meum agnosco, but this is exactly why he has a direct connection with God the Father, as is obvious from the line which leads from him to the tetragrammaton above. He's invoking God's help, Juva Pater, help me, Father, and his prayer doesn't fail to reach God directly. Unfortunately, the travellers standing on the mountain top in the middle on the right obviously fail to understand or heed the cautionary words festina lente, make haste slowly. His hat and sword are already hurtling through the air, and it looks as if he'll be following next. He's uppity, and because he has neither hope or faith, he'll disappear into the abyss. He probably symbolises the opposite of the kneeling pilgrim below right, who acknowledged his ignorance. The domicile of the Brotherhood is a mobile colossus, which is also a military fortress. Apart from Julianus the Campus's arm holding a sword, the movable fortress is well guarded by men on each of the 4 battlements. Each one carries a shield engraved with the tetragrammaton to proclaim in all directions that the house and its inhabitants are under divine protection. The palm of victory, in the other hand, can be interpreted as a symbol of commitment to lofty ideals, such as peace and love of one's neighbour. Can you hear the clarion call of CRF, the Crucis Rosae Fraternitas, resounding from the round window on the right? The Domus Sancti Spiritus itself, with the rose and cross on the front, carries the motto Jesus nobis omnia, Jesus is all things to us. It's an allusion to the scene of the opening of the tomb of Christian Rosenkreuz in the Fama Fraternitatis. On his round altar were engraved the words Jesus mihi omnia. One of the letters flies straight from the small figure bent over a globe in the window on the left to Julianus de Campus at IDC, whose identity is still a mystery. That little figure in the window, by the way, could perhaps be Christian Rosenkreuz himself, wearing a Phrygian cap as an allusion to his travels through the Orient.